Assume you want to move from point A to point B. Point A is your current financial status, whereas point B is financial freedom. Would you walk there? Would you take a bicycle or a car? The solution is quite straightforward. We'd like to get there as quickly as possible. However, most people prefer to pursue the slow path to financial achievement. In this video, we'll discover how to achieve our financial goals much more quickly. Welcome to Cashflow Canvas, where we teach lessons about investment and money-saving techniques. If you want to make your financial future better, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. This is a summary of the book Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco, in which he explains how he went from being a 26-year-old living in his mother's basement to being a billionaire at the age of 31. First, we must distinguish between what he calls the sidewalk, the slow lane, and the fast lane of producing money. To accomplish this, we'll create a character for each category. Those who follow the sidewalk roads to fortune are one step away from being broke, no matter how much money they make. They prefer to spend as much as they earn, and there is no formal financial plan. They are one unexpected scenario away from financial devastation, making it simpler to blame external factors for their financial difficulties. The sidewalk's wealth formula is income plus debt equals wealth. Most folks on the sidewalk define riches as having nice things: a car, clothes, gadgets, trips, and enjoying the best that life has to offer, even if it means incurring debt and paying it off over time. Most people on the sidewalk have little to no savings and no retirement plans. The majority of their goods are financed, and they rely only on the income from their job. Those on the sidewalk are unlikely to achieve actual riches because their perceived worth is based on material goods and consumer behavior. The sidewalk has more to do with mindset than with money. Many persons on the sidewalk have a high income but struggle financially owing to poor spending habits and a lack of preparedness. According to MJ DeMarco, beliefs become behaviors, which lead to consequences. If our financial attitudes reflect the sidewalk mindset, we are unlikely to accumulate riches. Some may remain imprisoned on the sidewalk for the rest of their lives, while others recognize that their view of riches is flawed and begin looking for a better way, which may take many to the slow lane. A person in the slow lane has a little better financial situation than someone on the sidewalk. The standard slow lane is usually represented by a professional worker. This person is focused on creating a career and will likely pursue an education in order to obtain a higher-paying job while remaining in the slow lane. However, debt repayment plans are usually in place. A person in the slow lane may have a solid savings account or an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses. A person in this path employs conventional wisdom to gain money. They work, spend less than they earn, and invest in financial assets. The slow lane's wealth formula is wage plus market investments equals wealth. A person in this lane is more knowledgeable about money management and concentrates on increasing their wealth through financial assets. They comprehend the potential of compounded growth and are likely to become millionaires. However, it will take decades. Compounded growth is a powerful tool that can provide large profits, but it is based on one item that we cannot recover: time. A person on the fast lane to wealth focuses on increasing earnings with the goal of skipping the first 20 to 30 years of wealth creation and getting right to where the real fun begins. Unlike the slow lane or the sidewalk, where income is controlled by a boss and assets are subject to unpredictable market forces, the fast lane emphasizes complete control and leverage over income and assets. Instead of settling for a financially secure life, those in the fast lane choose the lifestyle they desire and work hard to obtain it, no matter how unrealistic it may appear to others. Those in the fast lane, like those in the slow lane, live below their means but intend to extend their means in order to maintain their current lifestyle. The wealth formula for someone in the fast lane is net profit plus asset valuation equals wealth. The ultimate goal for someone in the fast lane is to generate passive cash flow for the rest of their lives, allowing them to live in abundance of two of life's most valuable assets: money and time. A person in the fast lane focuses on accumulating wealth far faster than the ordinary person, with the goal of enjoying both extra time and money while young and continuing to grow their wealth into old age. There are other examples of ordinary people driving the fast lane and accumulating fortune, such as a person who began selling rocks as pets and sold 5 million of them in 6 months, becoming a multimillionaire. Or the individual who invented a camera for a house's front door and then sold the company for $1 billion 5 years later. Or the individual who began uploading videos online and made millions in advertising agreements a few years later. As we can see from these instances, choosing the fast lane is entirely doable and can help you accumulate wealth far faster than traditional techniques. So how can people in the slow and fast lanes become wealthy? Those in the slow lane start investing a portion of their earnings in market investments like retirement accounts, equities, or mutual funds. This is where they employ compounding growth to increase their fortune, which could take decades. For example, suppose a person in the slow lane starts investing 10% of their $60,000 annual salary. This means they will invest $6,000 annually, or $500 per month. Let us also assume an 8% yearly compounded return, which is the market average. In 10 years, they will have somewhat less than $87,000. In 20 years, more than $274,000. In 30 years, nearly $680,000. By year 45, the total would be somewhat more than $2.3 million. This sounds nice, but consider how 70% of wealth was created in the last 15 years. The first 30 years generated barely 30% of the total sum. The age at which we start investing determines how much we will have when we retire. If individuals begin investing later in life, they must either retire later or live more frugally during their working years in order to contribute more money to their retirement fund each month. Now, MJ DeMarco emphasizes in his book that compounding growth is effective. But it is only one component of the plan, not the entire plan, as most individuals in the slow lane assume. A person in the fast lane prioritizes having complete control over their finances. Let us return to their wealth equation. Net profit plus asset valuation equals wealth. This entire equation focuses on increasing money. The term net profit simply implies the number of units sold multiplied by the profit per unit. For example, if you can sell 1,000 units at a profit of $1,000 each, you'll make $1 million. The math works in a variety of ways here, such as 10,000 units at a profit of $100 or 100 units for $10,000. They each give you $1 million. The key is that income in this lane can be managed. We can recruit more employees to sell more things, implement automation technology to optimize our processes, or run adverts to increase traffic to our business and sales. Now we'll look at asset value. Typically, this refers to the value of your complete firm. Most people in the fast lane do not trade time for money. Rather, they trade time to establish a business system that generates money, which is an asset in and of itself. Many other businesses are willing to pay top cash for an effective and efficient business system to implement in their own operations. It is not uncommon for a business to sell for 5 times or more of its annual income. Here are some ways you might profit from asset valuation. Sell the company to another business or investor, and you'll walk away with a tidy sum of money to retire on. Take your firm public and sell its shares on the stock market, retaining some control while raising capital. Compounded growth is a big advantage for individuals in the fast lane because wealth accumulates at a much faster rate. It is feasible to avoid the initial 20 or 30 years of compounding that the normal person would have to endure. Assume a person in the fast lane takes 5 years to establish and sell a business for $2 million, which is not unusual. This essentially permits this person to bypass the first 45 years of compounding that our slow lane friend had to endure in order to reach the same place. But how can you create a fast lane business? In the book, MJ DeMarco lays forth a few rules that could help you develop your own fast lane business. Control. You must have control over your business. For example, someone beginning an affiliate marketing firm breaches this criterion because they have no control over the goods or the profit per sale. The product owner has control over the product and the commissions they are ready to pay. Entry. If it is simple to get into, everyone will attempt it. We've all heard business trends advertising how easy it is to earn money in a specific business. And those who start quickly realize that because it's so simple to get started, everyone is doing it, resulting in huge competition for entrepreneurs. Need. An excellent question to ask before beginning a business is, what problem am I solving? Is anyone truly seeking for a solution to this problem? Not everything we are enthusiastic about can be a successful business. A successful business requires demand for a solution to a problem. Without demand, there is no business. Time. To establish a fast lane business, you must be able to walk away from it while still producing income. If not, you've produced a job rather than a value resource. By developing a company system that operates independently, you can either walk away while it generates recurrent cash flow or sell it to someone willing to pay a fair price for it. Scalability. In business, scalability refers to the ability to grow revenue faster than expenses. In other words, you're creating a system that allows you to sell a big volume of merchandise at any moment. As we conclude, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you found value in this video and learned something new, and I look forward to seeing you in our future videos. I would deeply value it if you could like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support will help us to create more valuable content, and we can work together to secure your financial future. What are the key takeaways from this video that you can share in the comment section?